Just when you thought Season 2 was one and done, Bashbots returns for a third season. In case you haven't recognised my voice, my name is Tibbles. I represent Team Bad Language. I'm a competitor in Bashbots. My previous entry was the goalie, and my current entry in this season is Fatboy Tin, which we'll see later. Great. Well, with that out of the way, let's begin my predictions for Episode 1 of Season 3. So the first robot I want to get out of the way is Sucker Punch. Haven't seen this one before, and unfortunately I can't remember the builder. But it looks really good, looks really mean, a nice wedge design. You can't go wrong with a good wedge design, as long as it wedges. It's 6-wheel drive by the looks of it. I'm assuming it's a flipper by the looks of it. And it's up against Ryu Kishin. And I know the builder of this one, which is Thyros. I've known him for a fair amount of time now from the old GTM forums. And it's a fairly solid robot, Ryu Kishin as well. They both look very solid. It's going to be a good fight, I think. But I might have to give it to Ryu Kishin, I think, for this one. Just because it's more compact, might be slightly easier to drive. And I think Thyros, if he's got his driving hat on, might be able to take Sucker Punch. Right, in the next fight we've got Battle of the Military, it seems, with Tankoff and Sakio's Panther. Now we remember Panther. Unfortunately, it kind of got slightly screwed out of its rumble in the previous season. But hey-ho, that's alright. It's a classic vertical versus horizontal fight. And as mean as they both look, I think I might have to go with the veteran on this one. I think Panther might be able to take Tankoff quite easily, with no offence to the builder of Tankoff. Either way, it's going to be a good fight again. Okay, the next fight, we've got two very similar robots. We've got Hospice, who I fought before my rumble with the goalie in the previous season, against Jade, and they're both grabbing control robots. It's just basically who's got the better fork, or the better wedge, and the better driving skill, and who can score the most points. Of course, they're grabbers, they can't do much damage other than try and drag either one to a arena hazard, and try and score points that way to sway it to a judge decision, or somehow try and suplex the other into one of the out of the arena zones in the Bashbots box. Next fight, we've got a legend in the making. Obviously, we've got Irod versus another legend. Already, they're both legends, actually. Irod versus Thunderwave. Now, with no offence to Irod, it has got a solid wedge when it wants to be solid at some point, and it can keep coming at you. I fought Irod before, away from Bashbots. It just keeps coming and coming and coming, until eventually you just destroy it and it can't come back at you anymore because it's in a million pieces along the arena floor. And it's against Thunderwave. Unless a miracle happens, I don't know, a blue moon, or the planets align, or something, I think Irod has got it against it here. I'm going to have to give the win to Thunderwave as my prediction. I can't see any other way Irod can win this. No offence, Tom. Some highlight matches we've got Tenderlove versus R4. As good as they both look, Tenderlove is a legend of the making. Neroli's made a very solid robot. A robot I originally just threw away as being wank. I do apologise for Neroli for that. He already knows I've apologised to him. But it's turned out my constructive criticism has helped him build a better Tenderlove, and it's absolutely unstoppable at times. So good luck to Neroli for this season, and Tenderlove is looking solid, and unfortunately for this highlight match I'm going to have to give Tenderlove the win. Next fight we've got Mygronic versus Navigator, so we've got Maverick versus Wither. They're both solid robots. Mygronic pulled up that massive upset in the Rumble in the previous season, so maybe it could pull another upset, or maybe Navigator might be able to pull this one out the hat. We shall see. It's very unlucky for a shell spinner, but hey, good luck to both of them, and it's going to be a good fight. I think, though, out of the two of them, Mygronic might have the edge. Next fight, we've got Cosmo versus Sea Devil, another classic matchup. We've got a vertical spinner against a horizontal shell spinner. As good as they both look, I think Cosmo, with its solid wedge, might have the edge over Sea Devil, so I'm going to have to give this one to Business Cat with Cosmo. And the last one, we have Claymore versus Orca. Now, I like the look of Orca. Anything with eyes on it looks good. It just looks, it gives itself some character, the robot. So all fair play. I think out of the two of them, unless Orca has a really good wedge, I have fought Claymore before briefly. I don't think the Roboteer will remember me fighting him in an exhibition sort of scenario, but Claymore has got quite a decent wedge, so unless Orca can somehow get behind Claymore or get underneath it and take out its wheels, I think I'm going to predict Claymore to win this fight. And that's the card done. It's a fairly solid card. I'm looking forward to it. As I recall this, it's about, I don't know, over an hour until it premieres, or premieres, depending on which part of the world you're from. Okay, I have been Tibbles, and those are my predictions for Episode 1, Season 3 of Bashbots. Thank you for tolerating this video. Good evening.